Okay, Juliana, presenter mode on. Who did I forget? Where's Alisa?
I think we are live. Can somebody check the
Yes, I can see the button is red.
It says
Means
it's
we're live.
recording.
victory?
Yay, Linda. Oh, the twin
Oh,
girls
the
are here.
twins are here. I really wanted an update since we had technical difficulties. They were going to do an NFT of attendance. I know we did all kinds of NFTs today, and we have that one. And hey, twins, were you able to join the collection that Alexis created?
You are muted, only so you know we cannot hear you.
All right, I'm not muted.
All of us, but
Can we unmute them?
No,
Oh, they're unmuted.
I'm unmuted now. Yeah, I was on of Go We Transact .live, but it took like I think 10 minutes after for like the I guess it was like a note or Flutter notes or something that showed up. Yeah.
Any logins, I have to actually like turn you on. So I think I turned it on after because I got busy and my bad.
Yeah. So I was like waiting to see it. I was just like, maybe it's taking some time to load. But yeah, I do see it now.
You have it now, though, Alexis. I think this is the very people we want on your platform. Gross.
Yeah.
We can do so many cool things. I'm very excited.
Yes, yeah. We're waiting on the POAP claim links. Yeah.
Can I share my
I'm sorry, what are you waiting on?
Are we good?
Oh, we're waiting on the claim codes, so like that way they can be redeemed each one, because you can't just send the link. You have to send each participant a claim code, so they can, and they just click on the link, add in the code that they are sent, so they can get the POAP.
Yeah, it's a free NFT, and it's on a chain, like much more environmental.
Yeah, they're like popular for scavenger hunts. That's actually how.
That's how we got started.
That's how we got started. Like one popular crypto.
That's how I got the Adidas NFT.
Yeah, that's how
it was from a free NFT of POAPs.
Yeah, we were doing a scavenger hunt in Miami, and I was definitely sunburned after 20 minutes walking around in Wynwood, looking for clues. To get these POAPs.
On Twitter, look for clues on Twitter.
But yeah, these POAPs are a great start to the NFT journey.
Yeah. It's great to have everyone.
What those POAPs are, I'm not sure myself.
So we have here Fujita and the girls who code, and Yulia and Madonna and Ruchi. I had the presentation for all the people on the stage, but I cannot. It doesn't go when I share my screen. It doesn't go. It doesn't let me share my screen.
Oops. Do you see my screen, or shall I stop sharing?
Just 1 second, so I share the slides, and then I will hand it over to you.
Okay.
I think here we are. So, who is doing the introductions?
Fujita is our moderator, I believe. Ruchi desired to speak. Madonna is here with us, so you can start in any order.
Actually, Yulia is the moderator presenting the young the girls who code. Fujita, Madonna, and Ruchi are then, let's say,
to be interviewed. Yeah.
Exactly. The person was meant to be catering the young female and the youth in the audience, because again, we need to continue also nurturing like the next generation of professionals and developers of the next generation. So again, I just wanted to thank again Fujita for joining like at 1 a.m. in the morning right now. Thank you so much for joining. And she's again a Georgia Institute of Technology intern. We also have Madonna as an Android engineer, an Android GDE as well. So that's amazing. And Ruchi also founder of Mona Media. And again, these are the women who will be leading this discussion, but is an open mic, meaning anyone else can join also and chime in as well to the questions that we're going to be opening up. But this is meant to be very community-centric, very colloquial, very friendly. So everybody's welcome to chime in as well. So thank you, everybody, for joining.
Thank you, Roman, for the introductions. Yeah.
Thank you, Roman.
Watching,
By the way, it's all yours, ladies. Go.
yeah, I apologize, Julia. I didn't know to add you to the slides, but you can introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you. And I will start with the introduction of Girls Who Code, or Newburgh in specific initiative, because we adopted the curriculum from Girls Who Code initiative, and we are going beyond and above of this initiative. So let me let me present our club and the youth who is already there. So please enable your presenter mode to be heard and seen. So you're welcome to join this panel of amazing women. And thank you, Roman, for assisting at the back end with all things logistics. So please meet Newburgh Girls Who Code. Please meet Hudson Valley Can Code. It's in America, it's Hudson Valley, New York. And you can see our amazing girls right here. Okay. How can I switch it? Maybe it's just coming slow. Oh, yes, it's coming too slow and then too fast. So we're glad to have this initiative because we were learning together. It was an amazing journey for all of us. And we were learning not only technology skills together, but also wearing entrepreneurial hat, business, creative hats. And you can see all these foundations we've been through together as a team. So this initiative is already 3 years or maybe already 4 years old, and I'm so happy that our girls were practicing sisterhood, code, and impact. You can see the real photos from the community. That's what we've been doing so far. So, what did we learn as a group, as a Girls Who Code initiative in the Hudson Valley in Newburgh, New York? We learned hard skills and soft skills. We learned teamwork, time management, confidence, communication, storytelling, mindfulness, and to be creative and playful. Also, we learned functions, conditions, variables, loops. We learned Scratch. We learned a little bit JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and we are through Python right now. So I'm glad to introduce specific goals, those girls who are attending. Please unmute yourself. Please wave us. Let's show your beautiful faces. I'm glad you're here and we will be excited to hear from you. Maybe presenting some of your projects. You see the links is there. You see the age against each name. So our girls are 10 to 15 years old and they've been practicing with Scratch, and you see Python, and you see the real glitch and websites, real websites. Saying that, I will stop sharing for a minute and I want to hear from our girls. Do we have anyone here who can unmute themselves? Yes.
I want to say 2 words before we start with the questions. I put you on the spot until others feel more confidential.
Anusha, Cindy, Alisa. I see Cindy. Sophia. Sophia is joining us. Sophia, please show your beautiful face. Unmute the mic and the camera. You can just say hi and say, I am from Newburgh Girls Code Club. It's okay and it's enough.
Hi.
How old are you, Sophia? I'm so glad you joined.
My name is Sophia and I'm 12 years old.
And she's amazing. She's an amazing hacker. Awesome. Cindy, unmute yourself. Show your beautiful face. I'm so glad to have Cindy with us. Alisa, whoever is ready. Here's Cindy. Hello, Cindy.
Hi, how are you?
Girls Who Code Newburgh, New York. Hudson Valley Can Code and beyond. Look at this. Thank you. Do we have Alisa here? Can you unmute yourself? and wave. Anusha, say something.
Hey, folks. Happy to be here. My name's Anusha Mehar. I'm one of the co-organizers of the Newburgh Girls Code Club, wellness disruptor, cultural producer, writer, and very grateful to build with all of you wonderful folks. From the sanctuary.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else want to say hi from Girls Who Code? You are welcome to share your project if you want to showcase, and then we will switch to the panel. Too shy? It's okay.
I think we put them on the spot, that's why.
Yes, I see. Yes, sorry about that. And if so, help me.
Hey, any Newburgh Girls Code Club girls here, remember that part of our work is sharing and building with one another, not only the coding projects that we work on in the classroom. So really take this amazing opportunity to introduce yourself. You never know who you might connect with. Would love to hear from you all.
But today specifically, we know who they are connected with.
Ruchi, you are muted. If you are talking, we cannot hear you. I see you are.
Girls, my name is Ruchi. Hi. I want to just share with you that I have two girls, very similar to your ages, maybe slightly older. So please don't be shy. Sharing is caring. So just come and join our platform. You're going to have a lot of fun. We welcome you guys, really.
Awesome. What I will do, I will put in the chat the, oops, where is the chat? And session chat specifically. This is who we have here.
So I had to switch computers because my personal computer is very slow.
Okay.
Hi, Alyssa.
Welcome.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Alyssa. I am 14 and I really like to code. I have just started working with Python, which is what Yulia is currently teaching us, as well as I have made a Google site about snakes, and we have all made a chatbot using Python. And my plan is to integrate the chatbot into the Google sites, and it's going to have information on different types of snakes that you can find in New York and how to tell if they're poisonous, etc.
Isn't it cool?
I
Kudos,
love it.
Alisa.
Kudos.
Yeah, I really love it, Alyssa. Actually, I myself am really fond of like Python, and recently I worked on a Python chatbot project. So I would really love to connect with you, like after this also for the chatbot project. Love to know what you're doing with that.
Sophia, would you like to say a few words? What are you working on? What you're up to? She's a little hacker.
I'm in the podcasting cohort that meets on Wednesdays, and
Right now.
it's basically a this or that podcast with do you prefer wearing sneakers or do you prefer wearing Crocs? Do you prefer? And we're going to go around interviewing different people about it.
And that's what we are doing here today. Amazing. Kudos. Kudos, Sophia. You're brave.
I'm
That's
also
amazing.
in the podcasting class with Sophia.
Juliana is texting in the chat. Oh, Juliana, can you unmute yourself, enable the presenter mode? You can say hi. Another young girls. I see somebody's typing. Juliana, try to enable it.
Podcasting is a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. So we will have a chance to practice. Today we have special questions.
Everybody an invitation to be a presenter, so you will have to accept it in order to be able to unmute yourself.
That's great. Thank you for assisting, everyone. And we have a few questions prepared for the panelists. Maybe it's a good moment for panelists to introduce themselves once again. And I will put the questions into the chat, and I can have the slide on if we want. But I would love to see girls asking those questions and then to open the mic for everyone.
So let me start. Hi, girls from Girls Who Code. Nice to meet you all. So my name is Pujita Garg, and I am a recent graduate, a computer science graduate from India. And I'm also an incoming master's student for this fall. So I've always loved technology and especially computer science, and like working with different kinds of technology, like you mentioned, like working on chatbots, like using different languages, JavaScript, Python. So learning to know that your community is actually focusing on all these different variety of languages as well as technologies is really, I really loved it. And yeah, nice to meet you all.
Thank you, Pujita.
Miss Pojita, Juliana wants to know what's your favorite part of your job.
So actually, I'm a research intern, so it's not typically a job, but it's more like of a research work. So the favorite part of my work is research itself. So I love solving real life problems and which are impactful using different technologies. So I learn technologies on the go, which are required to solve any problem, especially in healthcare space. So I have done a couple of projects in the healthcare space. So in collaboration with different doctors. So I love that part of my job. Thank you for the question, Juliana.
Juliana said cool.
Thank you.
Gotta speak for the people that can't turn on their mics.
Sounds good.
Linda, can you
How long have you been solving these problems?
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, so I started when I started my bachelor's in engineering. So it's like 5 years now. So yeah. So earlier to that, I was interested in tech, but not really did some much of a hands-on on like just the basic stuff which we did in school. So learning basic language and something, not going in much of depth. But once I joined my bachelor's, I just got to, I explored a lot of technologies like IoT, like machine learning, and different languages like Python, Java, JavaScript, C, C++. And I just loved, using them to solve different real life projects, like work on the real life projects. So seeing that those projects are helping, it would help someone essentially and are being tested and then tried on, improved upon. So the whole cycle of working on projects is really interesting, and learning technology on the go is just what I love the most.
Awesome. Who can introduce themselves? Who else want to introduce themselves? Madonna, maybe
Yes,
you?
I can go next. Yeah. So my name is Madonna, and I am an Android engineer. I work as an Android engineer, and
Which is
I've been
crazy. Difficult.
yeah, and I've been doing Android, let's say now for almost 5 years, 6 years. And one thing that I would like to say, because of our audience today, is I never started my career wanting to be like an Android engineer. I started my career, not my career, but my dream was to become an aeronautical engineer. I really loved like understanding how the planes worked or like how they were flying. But then something changed in me and I decided to pursue software. And when I started software, I started as a junior Java developer. And over like 1 year, I discovered that I didn't actually love doing Java with what I was doing, which was more like building inventory systems. And I decided to look what I can do with it. And I actually had a nice phone, and I was like, how do they make these apps? Like it was pretty intriguing because I think to me what I've always been interested in is I'm very curious, and I think my curiosity has always led to me finding out how things work. And I decided to dig deeper into my phone. Like I had a Nokia, and I was like, what? I see apps here. And I remember the first app was a snake. I don't know, we have a nice theme of snake today, but that was a very famous app, like a snake always like eating. And I was like, how do you make have.
It's still a
So I
pretty
was very,
popular game.
it is very popular, and that's what made me start researching what I can do. And then I learned actually that I can use Java to build Android apps, and that's how I got into Android. That's how I've been building Android, and that's what I do right now. I'm also a GDE, which is more of thank you, Juliet.
Explain what's it.
Yeah, so GDE is Google Developer Expert, which is a title you're given when you give back to the community a lot. So I've given back to the Android community a lot, and that's why I got that title. And I like it. I cannot say I'm an expert myself because I feel like every day there's new things to learn. So if you're a learner, somebody who loves learning, try mobile, try Android. It's super cool. I love it so far. That's me.
Awesome. Can I ask Ruchi, what was your personal career journey and why the road is less traveled in tech for women?
Absolutely. Hi, I'm Ruchi. My name is Ruchi Consul. I am a first generation American Indian. I grew up down in Maryland, and academics was very important to my family. So that's why my parents immigrated here. But my favorite subjects in school were math and astronomy. And I remember going to camp when I was probably in 8th grade, although I started programming in BASIC, which you guys probably don't even remember, back when it was on the Atari 400. So I was gaming very early, and I started coding like very, very early, on both the Mac 2 SEs and the Atari 400, playing Sega games like Pac-Man, which is kind of like your Pokemon, and doing a lot of fun gaming. So I've gamed all my life. I think it's probably been because there's a thrill associated with it, and there's a lot of fun, and it's connecting with people, especially when the 3D games came out. So I got into tech as a result. I did computer science from University of Maryland, and I was probably one of the very first computer science enrolled so-called engineers in the department. And I decided to make computer science fun. I was coding in BASIC. I went in my earlier years in high school, and coding in C++ when I entered into college. And throughout my journey, I've been coding a lot up until recently, where I'm doing a lot of data analytics. I'm a customer success engineer, and I basically evaluate products, and I work with medium to large size clients to really give them ideas about what you can do with different types of products, like the iPhone, which I'm sure you're familiar with, what users don't like, what is successful, what is not successful. So that's kind of like, overall, but some of the fun projects that I've worked on are, I helped build the Tickle Me Elmo applet for Sesame Street.
Sesame Street.
Yes, and I started my career at IBM, doing some federal aviation administration testing. So, looking at like these really boring monitors and trying to understand how to not make two planes crash. So, I had to learn how to really figure out how code works and how we can do simulation programming. And then I have grown into a lot of different career paths. My interest was always very creative, and I landed up opening up my own company called Mona Media, and I have consulted to Google. I am currently working with Apple, and I love it. So I'm so happy to be here with you guys, who are such a wonderful, wonderful group of women. This entire conference has been such a pleasure to be part of, but I'm happy to talk to you about anything, do a share. And
What's the business that you started? What's it about, the Mona Media?
So Mona Media basically focuses on consulting. It's all about doing service consulting. And so I go into companies such as, you can create your own chapters, you can create your own companies. And I decided to create my own because I entered motherhood and had 2 children and had to find the balance of full-time work and being a full-time mom. So consulting was the best way for me. And to build a brand, I built a brand called Mona Media. Mona is my middle name and it's my girl's middle name. So we decided to build Mona Media.
And our girls are commenting here, you guys rock. This is so fun. And Juliana was saying, wow, I think it goes straight to Madonna. That's awesome. We have twins here. And I know they've been talking in the previous panel. Would you like to address any of the questions in the chat? Maybe imposter syndrome?
Yeah,
Actually, it's
about the
question to
imposter
all.
syndrome. Yeah, that's something that we feel at times when we're in the middle of the hackathon, if we're like good enough to present, or if this is good enough to showcase to other developers that probably have decades of experience.
Or sometimes you ask your buddies that's from the hackathons to ask the people to give us access to the tools. Tell them like, I've been here before. Tell them that I'm good enough. I just grab to the side and tell them that.
Because you're like throwing yourself, you haven't met anyone there, and you're about to present, and you're just you sometimes freeze, but then just take a deep breath and just like, look, I'm here. This is just being there, being present. It helps alleviate that pressure and just like, look, I know I'm good enough. I've done my work.
We did some progress.
We did some progress. It's not going to be perfect. That's the theme. Progress, not perfection. It's going to be janky, but you're going to be showcasing your really cool demos. The chatbot, I remember someone was mentioning about the Python chatbot. That's really cool.
Yeah, that was one of the few hackathons in LA.
Yeah, we did
those bots.
We did a chatbot, and I was surprised. It was like a Facebook bot where I was trying to convince friends to sign up with their credit card information. You'll be surprised. People will fill it out if they think they'll get a discount for someone to buy their birthday gift wish list. I was like, wow, that was pretty high. But that was
a good
really,
vibe.
it was a good way. If you're having fun, that imposter syndrome goes away because you're there to learn. You're there to make cool demos, or you're just trying to complete your little project. But yeah, just having fun and being there to learn is always how you combat those feelings. Yeah.
And I see the question in chat from Elizabeth about for our youth, actually going to our youth. Have you guys heard about hackathon? Do you know about what is it? Some of my girls already participated in the Hudson Valley Tech Hackathon.
Nice. My rule as a woman in tech is always present. Maybe my hack isn't ready. Maybe all I have is a couple of slides to show, but I need to be up there on the stage representing. And, maybe it's not really a shot at first place, but I'm still gonna show what I did, show my creativity, and be seen and be heard. So that's my rule. Always present. Just take that time, take that shot.
I mean,
one thing that decide, right? Don't decide for the judges. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to spend so much time, you might as well present. Like, don't spend like 3 months on a project and then never show anybody it.
Here's my Alisa, right here.
Yeah. I also want to add for the imposter syndrome, like one of the main reasons for having this feeling of imposter syndrome is also when we like compare ourselves or our journeys with our fellow mates or our team members or something like that. So in that case, always, and we think that okay, we don't belong here, but they do. So sometimes this competitive feeling is what leads us to have feeling like an imposter for that particular platform. So in that case, always remember, reflect upon your own struggles, your own journey. Always remember that, you have done a lot of hard work to be there where you are. And always think of this as an opportunity to learn from your fellow mates. So if you think that they know more than you, then okay, then learn from them. That's the best opportunity for you then. So I think it's a very psychological thing, and the cure to imposter syndrome is also psychological. So you need to, change your mindset at that point when you're feeling like an imposter?
I also feel like I have the imposter syndrome all the time. And so when you're young, like, when you're at your stage, it's very natural, especially if you're going to a hackathon. But my rule is just partner up. Like today, seeing all of you being part of the conference today has made me feel even more comfortable. I'm probably so new to the GDG organizing committee, and it's been such a pleasure working with everybody here. But I feel that partnering up with your peers, your mentors, your teachers is very important, and that'll eliminate a little bit of that feeling of like and turn it into I can do it. So definitely convert that energy into that.
And I
Can I
see the
also
comment.
add? Oh, sorry. I wanted to just add a little bit. I know a lot has been said. What I wanted to say is, I like to just put this phrase out there: is that you got this, and you can do it. I love you got this, and you can do it.
Yes, well said. And I see the comments in the chat. Sophia, do you want to unmute yourself? Would you like to participate in hackathon one day? I think Alisa will take this opportunity. She will not miss it. How about others?
So, George, I like your question. I really do. And I think what you can do is just praise, confidence and praise kind of go hand in hand, and reinforce, trying to punish or correct someone is never going to work. So you can, compliment and praise your direct reports, and you can praise others who do the same, just taking steps to instill confidence. And you want to praise their tech savvy. Like, women are subject to a lot of scrutiny for their appearance, and telling this person that you want to support and ally with that she looks great isn't really taking her forward in her confidence with tech and with savvy. So I think that's another aspect of it. And trust. I think you have to build a safe space. So having been in tech, since the last century, more than 22 years, I kind of have gotten hammered with skepticism and bias, and it creates a little bit of a post-traumatic stress disorder. And so the longer and more experienced the career of the person that you want to ally with, the more sensitive and caring you might want to be, because that post-traumatic stress will silence a person and stop them from stepping up and speaking up. And so the longer career, the more skill that person has, you may need to kind of draw them out and try to pull them in. I hope that all makes sense. I'm just...
It did. It was excellent. I would like to know if I could clarify and ask a follow-up, if the group doesn't mind. Like, the person in particular that I'm thinking about, they've cross-trained into the job, right? They traditionally have a very large PM or type role. I'm actually one of the senior people that's not technically under her, but sort of in roles, but I'm ahead of her in tech experience or whatever. And she's really amazing. Like, she can admit where she doesn't know things. She learns really quick, and I'm trying to encourage her to, like, every time she talks about having, like, not the right skills or she's not been in tech long enough, I say it doesn't matter for her because she has the right attitude and she learns so fast and she can admit when she doesn't know, so then she gets the answers and she doesn't, like lie about it or whatever. I'm like, she's like the perfect poster child for how you should approach an environment when you come in and you don't have the right skill set yet. And I use the word yet intentionally, right? Because I have no doubt that she has the ability to do so. But it seems kind of like no matter what I say, she still stays there where she can't do it. And it kind of hurts a little bit. Like, I just don't know what to do, So, it's, and I've been a diversity ally for many years, and I really encourage people, but again, I'm kind of that majority, right? So so
Yeah, those are really good points. And what I can suggest is small groups are more comfortable and safer. And you can offer, instead of contradicting her and telling her she's trainable and she can do it, just say, maybe we can spend some time, maybe we can schedule some time and go over it together or in a small group to create that safe space that I'm talking about, that safety and that trust. She'll build that with you, and then that will reflect in her confidence with others that you work with.
Great.
Yeah, I want to kind of echo that too. I think these are really great questions, George, and I think what Elizabeth has also mentioned. I think the one thing that you pointed out about is attitude. Your attitude is everything, and how you make change and how you navigate through anything. Curiosity is another. If you're curious about something, please don't be shy to ask. It's so important. I always took the 101 Dummies book, on everything. So let me tell you, it works. But I think, George, specifically to you, I think what may help is just a suggestion that I thought about when you were asking and suggesting and mentioning, and along with the conversation with Elizabeth, is that I think, just doing some outside social connection for work. I think, as we kind of, come out of this pandemic, we're struggling with a lot of different things. So it's just so nice to go grab a coffee or just, maybe go for a walk or, and connect. The connection and partnerships are so important. And that actually eliminates a lot of, that uncomfortability of saying, I can't. Back to what Madonna said, I can do this. So those are my 2 cents.
Thank you, Ruchi. How about our youth? Maybe you have advice for George and his protege, his friend, how to deal with that. I'm not good enough. How to
I
deal
love
with
that sound.
Sorry.
Was not expecting that sound out of nowhere.
Me too. Great catch.
Deal with the question. Impostor syndrome. Bam, 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 boom. Here we are, imposters. We all are, aren't we?
You made us laugh. I love that.
Well, I think that's an excellent point where we're all imposters. I know I've felt that way as well. And one of the things that I would encourage all of you to do that is guys will apply, and it's been said multiple times by multiple people, women who've shared this experience, guys apply for anything no matter if they're qualified or not. So I encourage you ladies, if you think you're only 70% qualified, go for it. Because then as a hiring person, I'm one of those people, right? As a hiring person, at least I have the opportunity to look at that 70%. And then if you're honest with me and you're like, look, I don't know anything about NFTs. I know that's in my 30% I don't know, but I'm excited about it. I just, saw the twins and I'm all excited about it. And in fact, I've already started reading up on it. Me as a hiring manager, I'll look at that and go, okay, she doesn't know about NFTs, but she has all this other background. She's excited. I can give you that job. I can't give you the job if you don't apply. So I encourage you, if you think you're 60% of the way, 70% of the way, don't wait till 110%. Just shoot your resume in there and then own it. Own that own where you because we're going to ask you what can you work on. That's a standard interview question, right? What can you improve? Then own that 30%. But I encourage you to all apply.
Thank you, George. Excellent advice. And I can refer to this, and I can say that I'm hiring people based on their attitude. Isn't it cool hitting the problem and just facing it with the joy? It is cool. Let me dig into this. Let me hug it. This is the problem solving attitude which we are all looking for. That's it. You can do it.
I mean, technically, if you think about it, really every single human being is technically considered an imposter because no two people are the same.
That's true.
Look at my
There
girl.
are,
A great point, Alyssa.
Big groups of people, but you can't profile people because everybody's different.
Mm-hmm.
It's my girl. I'm so proud. My girls with the scratch. You have to see what they did. They did real surveys. They did the real serious stuff to address the mental health, to address all kind of social impact problems out there. With such a kiddish things like scratch, really, they're game changers.
Yeah, I actually really like the way you're thinking, Alyssa. That was a really great comment and thought to share.
Also, I'm excited. Linda, Anna, time check. How are we doing? Hey, recognizers, are you there? Would you like to introduce yourself and say how cool you are, how you're dealing with your imposter syndrome?
I think there's. I actually wanted to just. So I'm going to talk until they come back. Okay. I wanted to ask you guys about what you're interested in the area of tech. I know that's a question for us, but I wanted to ask you, why did you get involved in tech? Sophia, Alyssa, Julia.
Who wants to start?
I'll start since I have my mic already unmuted. So there. Sorry about that. Thing in the background. Yes, she is. The thing's always on standby. Always listening. So the reason I really got into tech was my uncle actually has a business called Wagner Technical, and people in my family do coding, so I'm like, that's cool, I want to try that. So I started coding and I instantly fell in love with it, and I think that coding is a good way for me to show my skills as well as make people aware of the issues that are going on. And I also am in podcasting, and for my podcasting class, I am actually interviewing people at my school and for transgender and gender nonconforming people and the issues and struggles that they have within a school setting.
Isn't it cool? And can I read the comment from Sophia because she was not unmuting herself? She said, without the imposter, there isn't any motivation to prove the imposter wrong, and thus do even better than you ever would have done.
Mm-hmm.
So well said, Sophia.
Very well said.
Yes. Also, the podcast will be on the Newburgh Girls Who Code Intersections. Which is the podcasting class that Anusha runs. And the name of it is Intersections. I believe that's right. And once it's all done and set up, feel free to listen to it.
We will be bragging.
Yes.
I'm so proud by my girls.
I am proud too.
And you are all amazing women. You can be proud by yourself. And I think it's nobody just explained to my girls they're newbies. So what's GDG is? What does it stand for? And why it is so impactful? Any volunteers here?
Yeah, I can take that. I'm an organizer for GDG New York. And I can say for me, it's more about the community and the people because I've met so many lovely women through GDG. And it stands for Google Developer Groups. And I do know there are Google Developer Student Clubs too for colleges. And then they raised the Google Developer Expert now. That's for the experts in the field. So I am a GDE, I think GDG, and there's also Women Techmakers program, which is a program for women like Alyssa here and Sophia. Y'all can join once you're ready to join the women. Oh, your hand is raised up.
So Juliana actually she doesn't have her mic on, so I'm gonna say what she said.
Okay.
So Juliana, the reason that she started tech is because her dad really loved coding and encouraged her and her brothers to do it.
To try it out.
Try it out as well.
And she really liked
it and has been doing it ever since. And she also said, "Great job, everyone."
I like that.
Sweet.
Yeah. So as Julia's mentioned there, Women Techmakers is also a very nice program. I think Elizabeth is, many of us here are part of the Women Techmakers too. So yeah, that's what GDG is.
May I just add that it sounds like it's connected to Google, and it certainly is. Google supports it. However, it's completely independent and volunteer. So everybody who see here, they spend their free time instead of doing other things.
They're here because they
educating and helping everyone of all backgrounds, of all levels, to learn new things, to upskill themselves, to open their eyes.
And why we
about the imposter syndrome, I don't know if you read my comment.
Read it.
You don't get it. Maybe you don't know what it is. And Julia will take care of you to become confident women, and you won't even know what this is. If you
That's so
get
sweet.
down, because we do live in a different era. Things are changing. You look how many women are here together. Together we are more, right? And if you have your doubts, though, surround yourself with somebody who tell you the truth. Okay, not put you down and not praise you for no reason. Somebody who cares for you.
Well said.
Well said.
And there is a comment from Sophia right there. Alisa, can you read it out loud, please?
Yeah.
You do it better than me.
Sophia said, "I started coding because I understand the future is all about coding, and I should learn about it and how to code so 20 years from now, I can be in an amazing position like all of you are now."
Maybe tomorrow you'll be in that position. You don't have to wait for years.
And now
I would even add to you guys that just one last note.
Yes, mic drop for Sophia. Yes.
If you have friends that don't code, bring them on board with you. Even if they're creative, they're designers, they're good at communication. Tech is for everybody. It's not just for, for someone who feels like they can't code. So bring them to your hackathons. Let them cheer you on, let them be part of what you love to do. And maybe they can find a space in it too. And you can develop that partnership.
Awesome. Thank you all. I think what would be really lovely to finish with explaining what this symbol means. Anyone?
Women Techmakers, unless I think I showed it up. Women Techmakers, W.
Women Techmakers, we frame it.
And this is GDG.
And this is GDG. wait.
Now we can see skill there.
How do you do that with your hands? Yeah, that's not possible for me.
It's possible.
Who's making screenshot? We need a screenshot of that. Please, all together now.
Okay, I take screenshot. Smile, everybody smile.
One more. One more.
Come on, come on, guys.
Okay.
Isn't it cool? Thank you. This is amazing. Thank you,
Of course,
everyone.
this is not the end, though. The most fun part is here, and this is the raffle. Who has seen our raffle and who hasn't?
I think we have to leave this session because our raffle session is ended. So we have to be here. Please don't leave this session.
Yes.
I think I have to leave. I have to go for dinner with my family. So bye, everybody.
Scared.
Bye. Have a good evening.
Bye, Madonna.
Thanks, Madonna.
Or actually, how many attendees we have here? So
19 now.
If you have 15 prizes, you can just give it to the people who are here.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
let's see. I'm pulling the names from Twitter. Give me just 1 second. What is the hashtag? I have it here. 1 second. I'm copying.
The IWD.
Yeah.
No, I mean, because we usually ask people to be present, and I know we didn't join the other session and we're behind. But
Yeah, the other session unfortunately is ended because of the
yes.
time.
So whoever is present here, they all will get
something.
The prizes. We don't even need to do the wheel.
Let's see how many names we have in the wheel, okay? Give me just 1 second.
19 people right now is here.
19 people. I believe we have 15 prizes. I can
okay.
exclude myself
We are
already.
organizers.
So-
Yes, we extract
The
ourselves.
wheel does look fun.
So we take BLV, right? We take, this is Roman, right?
Yeah, that's me. Take me out. Or you can leave me if you want.
We take myself out. What else? Do you see any other name that? I think that's it. There is anyone organizer here? No.
Wait, what's the
I-
prize? I might want to stay in.
there.
I don't know if you took me out.
Everybody else can be in the list. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, you should add the girls who are here. They just joined after school. Even if they didn't tweet, they are here at the end. So please.
Yeah, I think we should give it to the girls. What do we
You
got?
can take me out, Linda.
Well, I don't know where is you.
Ruchi, RUCHIJI. Take
Okay,
me
okay.
out.
Give me just a second. Ruchi, here.
Really, Rosie?
And okay, so can someone put the other names in the chat so I can copy and put here? Can you write your name in the chat so I can add you, please? So these are the prizes for today. So we have 10 O'Reilly ebooks or books and 5 ROI vouchers for Google Cloud certification training, associate engineer, professional architect, and data engineer. So do we have the names? Let me see. 1 second. I'm checking the chat right now. So, okay, Sophia. Let's add Sophia. 1 second. Yeah.
Or whoever wants to be added, just put your name in the chat, please. Do not be shy. That's what we talked about until now.
Yeah, so we have Emma. I'm adding Emma.
Oh, somebody is asking, no, our event is over. If you leave, this is it.
Yeah.
Please.
So if you stay here, you can see the raffle. Otherwise, there is no more session. This is the last one. Alisa. And who else is here? Juliana, Cindy. I wish I could copy all of them, but it gives me all the other stuff in it. Cindy. Let's see.
Pikachu.
I need some help. And what else we got here? So, for way. I don't know how to pronounce all the names. I'm sorry. Manual is not so fast like. This is Elizabeth. This is a name. What you posted there?
No. I don't know if the twins are in the raffle. I was putting Pikachu in the raffle because he's present with the twins.
I think they are.
The twins are.
Yeah, the presenters I left there. I didn't take my brother.
No,
Okay.
Pikachu. Well, they can get an extra chance.
Pikachu. Okay, sorry.
Juliana said, "Go Pikachu."
Roman, what is Abhishek? It's a name.
Yeah, he put it in the general. He needed to put it in the session. That's why.
Okay. Thank you for checking the general chat. Okay, so I think I put all the names, right?
Yes.
Sophia says Pakeko. Let's add it to Sophia. So just in case. Okay, so can we start the raffle? I think it should be good.
Did you get that last one? There's one more.
The last one on the other side.
What? 1 second. Yeah, I'm going to check. Angelic. Okay, Angelic. I think now it should be good after this, right? Okay, so we start the raffle with what? With the ROI training?
Sure.
Okay, so the 5 vouchers for the Google Cloud certification. So let me prepare the list for the winners. Okay, the first voucher. You can choose between, so it's up to you what certification you like to take. So let's see, who is the first winner? I thought I took. No, this doesn't count. Yay! No.
Bring it to me.
Okay, next. The first one, actually. Oh no. Okay. So I don't know if it's here now, but I will save the name. This is our first ROI training winner. Okay. The ROI. Let's see next.
This is Carolina.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know what should we do. Okay, next. Hey, Alisa, you got the second voucher. Let's see here.
A voucher for a teaching thingy.
Yeah, please keep in touch with us to redeem your voucher, okay? The third...
But Linda, what does it mean, keep in touch?
We need the email address. I think I will...
Yulia can probably put that, right?
Yeah, with Yulia, I will connect to get your email address, okay?
Yeah.
The third voucher. Let's see who is the winner for ROI training. I think it's a user from Twitter. 1 second. I'm saving everybody. Next. Fourth ROI voucher. Exactly the names, but kind of difficult. Congratulations, all the winners. And now the last ROI training voucher. goes to
Oh my God, what a fantastic Twitter handle.
Oh, now let's
Yeah,
go.
Pikachu, I choose you. Oh my God.
Okay, next. So now we go to 10 O'Reilly books. For the first O'Reilly book, let's spin the wheel. Boston Android. What do you do, Boston Android?
We know who that is.
But it's not here. What should we do?
Boston Android is Elizabeth.
Ah, so I should remove it, right?
No, of course not. Why?
Ah, okay. So this is the, you can choose between a book and e-book. Book, if you are in United States, you can get a physical book. If you are outside of United States, you can choose a e-book. So let's go to Raffle, the second e-book, O'Reilly book. Manu DevOps, the second winner of O'Reilly book or ebook, your preference, depending where you are located. This is the third book. These are all from Twitter winners. Okay.
Thank you. I will take the physical copy.
Are you located in United States?
I'm in New York. Yeah.
Ah, okay. So you know that with the pandemic there are some restrictions, so that's why we have to make sure you are.
No rush.
Okay. So we'll try to connect with all the winners. This is the fifth. Did I miss a name? I have. Okay, so this is the fourth book. Okay. Fifth book. You know, when it's between two, you never know which one goes to me. Okay. Okay, remove Angelic Brown. Next. Sixth. This is the sixth book. I think it's our speaker, right, for today. Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Is that you again? No.
This is seventh book, O'Reilly book. Okay. Tomorrow we will connect with all the winners and or during the weekend or maximum on Monday. And now this is the eighth book.
No, I already got mine. No, I didn't get a book. I got yeah. Google Cloud Architect Training, $500 value.
Nav isn't here though. That's Nav. I don't think he's here. So does he get it?
Yeah, we connected them on Twitter because these
Okay.
are all from Twitter with the Twitter handle. So now I think it's the last one. 2, 3.
That was the first prize.
8, 9.
No, they're doing the second prize now, which is the book.
No, who won the very first prize?
I don't know.
But that was also $500.
Yeah. It's like not physical, it's for
Okay, so Moonlander is the next winner of a O'Reilly book. Oh, 1 second. I think I didn't copy it. I have 2 keyboards here. I hope so. I took all the names. Okay. And this, I think, should be our last book. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, last O'Reilly book. I think Angelic Brown was already there.
She went with her Twitter handle.
Yeah,
so that
with
would
the
be
Twitter
2.
handle,
I think
so-
you got to do another
yeah.
one for that last one.
One more. One more spin for O'Reilly book. Okay, so congratulations for all our winners. Thank you for joining us today. The next days, maximum on Monday, somebody, I will try to connect with you and get your details to get in touch, to get your prizes.
That's fantastic.
Like to add anything else?
Are the twins still here?
Yeah, their
I
cameras.
do
off
have a
down
quick
here,
question. I am heartbroken. I couldn't mint my NFT. How to add to the collection? Because I put the wallet and everything, but I can't add to that collection.
I think you maybe.
I think that's a question for Alexis. But
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
okay, I thought they may know since they're
Yeah, maybe she has
in
to.
the space. Yeah.
the twins are the experts, but could we add to that collection? How would that work?
Is it through OpenSea?
OpenSea, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on OpenSea. I created the profile and the NFT. Just can't pull the collection to add to it.
Okay, ladies.
But I guess I'll ask Alexis.
I will have to leave the event. Thank you so much for joining. It was such an amazing event. And thank you to the speakers. Thank you to the youth here asking questions. So this was such an amazing session, and all the sessions were like amazing.
I would say a week. We started on Monday in New York City. Another day in New York City. This has been an absolutely
fantastic.
perfect.
Thank
truly
you very much
perfect
for
week.
inviting the Newburgh Girls Who Code to be on this meeting. It was a lot of fun, and I'm very honored to be able to share what I've been working on.
Yeah.
Very
Remember,
nice to meet all of you.
there is always progress, never perfection. So don't worry, don't beat yourself up. We do it often, but at least remember that.
Good job, everyone. Congratulations.
Congratulations, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Great session.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.